With the first part of the 3.0 update coming to a close, we are saying goodbye to Tainari for him being put into the standard banner after this patch, and we are now saying bye to Zhongli as well, as he will not be returning for a while. Now we are heading towards the second part, which is our reruns for both Kokomi and Ganyu. These two have different kits, they are put in different teams, they can be put together, but more often than not they're going to be running on their own separate thing because these two do different roles that you would need in other teams. Ganyu, of course, is our bow DPS, one of the higher DPS characters in the game, butting heads with Hu Tao, with who's the best or whatever. And Kokomi being the healer that we have right here, with a lot of controversy at the very beginning of her release, especially with the negative crit rate. A lot of people thinking her damage wasn't good, a lot of people thinking her kit was underwhelming. Now that time has passed and that time has gone, people are understanding her kit even more to this day. People are appreciating her for what she is and what she can do, and she's only getting better as patches go on, especially with the new element being Dendro. She is put in a lot of Dendro teams because of her long lasting E that we have right here, and it lasts for a long time. It gives you heals, so you don't technically need a shielder. She has her artifact set and all that type of stuff that goes just well with her, so she has a lot of stuff that works out for her in terms of this new element Dendro, and being able to provide a lot of reactions, a lot of application for Hydro. And it's pretty much all around, she's made a big U-turn in terms of being probably one of the most hated units in the game to being one of the most useful and most used in this game. So we're going to be looking at their banners right here, and now that I am going to tell you, these banners are actually really good. I'm not gonna lie. Now of course this is going to vary depending on your account and how long you've been playing the game. For those who've been playing the game for a long time, this banner might look okay. And for those who've been playing for a short amount of time, maybe you just came back after a long hiatus, maybe you're starting the game as a new player, these two banners are going to be a great way to stock up on some amazing 4-stars and possibly even a really nice 5-star as well. So we do have Ganyu Kokomi again, like I said. Ganyu being the bow DPS, she does use a charge shot as her gameplay. That's pretty much all her gameplay is. And then you got Kokomi as well, being the healer slash can be DPS if you build her that way with her artifact set, but she's mostly there to be hydro application and a god healer basically. And our 4-stars that we have here are Xingqiu, Sucrose, and the new character Dory. Let me make sure that's the right name. Yeah, it is Dory. Now Dory is going to be an electro user. She does have a claymore, and she also provides energy and healing. Now that is a big crazy thing about Dory, is that she contains something that the Raiden Shogun basically has, which is funneling energy towards either herself or to others. Now Raiden Shogun does it in a different way. She uses her ult, and based on how many hits or how many she kills with her ult, she gets those rainbow particles, and they funnel back into her and spread through the whole team. Now for Dory, you place down her lantern or her lamp, and it funnels in the healing, and it also gives energy whoever is connected to on the field, I'm supposing. Now that is a very interesting character to have. I'm wondering how well she's going to be, or how much energy she's going to be able to restore, because that's something that is only to be determined when she finally comes out. So when she finally comes out, hopefully I snipe her from the banner without having to pull too much on it, because I would just want her and nobody else. Sucrose, of course, she's a very good Animo crowd control unit. She's used in a lot of teams, especially those of vaporized teams, where you would use her ult to get Hydro or Pyro, have your elemental mystery shared for your other teammates, and then do some big damage, or possibly tase your team as well. Xingqiu, all across the board, one of the better hydro applicants that they have in this game, just like Yelan. They're both really amazing, and he kind of uses the same role as Kokomi, but they're a little bit different in terms of how much spread of hydro do you need. Dendro, especially when you want a lot of people afflicted with Dendro, you want to use Kokomi because she has the most range to her, while Xingqiu, Yelan, those characters are more single target DPS type of units. All of these units are really good on the banner. Like I said, if you are brand new to this, or you are, you haven't had all these characters, and this is a very good banner. and we don't know a lot about what's coming up next for our summons, because we will be getting a live stream sometime soon, so we'll know then. If you want to hold off on your summons until then, that might be a good option, because you'll be able to see what banners are coming up in the next update. Actually, wait, I'm done. We do know, because it's going to be Nilo, Sino, and maybe some reruns. So if those don't interest you, one being an Electro Polearm and the other being a Hydro Sword, if that doesn't interest you, then you might as well summon on these banners, especially if you're a newer player. You might want to get this Ganyu, because she is a godsend in terms of DPS. She's probably one of the easier units to build with Blizzard Strayer. She has like, I think like 50 or 70% innate crit if you have Blizzard Strayer, her Bloom passive, and Cryo Resonance. I think she has like 70 or like 60% crit rate off the rip without subsets or anything. So yeah, that is crazy. And the Kokomi, she does have that, you know, negative crit rate thing, but to be honest, you can do a lot of damage with, you know, having like Xiangling or having other pyro related applicants to be put onto the enemies, and using her ults, using her Oshihyu clamp set, she can go crazy with, you know, with damage if you want her to. But like I said, she is more for the widespread hydro application. So should you really be summoning on these banners? I would say, without knowing, you know, whatever the units are in this banner, I mean in the next patch, I would say these units or these banners are really good, you know, reason to summon. And of course, you're gonna make these earlier banners really good, because a lot of the, you know, returning players, a lot of the newer players are going to be getting into Genshin, and they're gonna need a lot of these really good 4-stars like Xingqiu, Sucrose, maybe even Dori, and some staples to a lot of teams such as Ganyu and Kokomi. So either of these two banners, in all honesty, depending on your account, can go very well. One being the healer, who can do damage, who can also do some really good hydro application and a widespread AoE, and then Ganyu being the charge shot DPS, who does hundreds of Ks in damage with one charge shot. And like I said, Xingqiu, Sucrose, Dori, really nice. Now, one thing I do want to make sure to tell y'all is the weapon banner isn't looking so well. The Amos bow is a standard weapon banner, so you could get that off losing 50-50 on the weapon banner, and the Everlasting Moonglow is Kokomi's signature weapon. I'm not sure, and I don't think so. For as long as I've had it, I don't think so. The Everlasting Moonglow is only good on Kokomi. Now, it does provide more healing, does allow for more damage, but in all honesty, is a very specialized weapon. You aren't going to be able to put on a lot of other units, and with Hu Tao being in the realm of the longest character not rerun right now, I think just Child and Hu Tao that share the same time, Staff of Homa should be returning sometime soon. So somewhere in this patch relatively soon, we might be seeing Hu Tao and her Staff of Homa coming back. So if that's something that interests you, I might suggest you get away from this banner. Like I said, Amos bow is a standard banner weapon. You can get it anytime possibly if you're unlucky / lucky. And then Everlasting Moonglow, hyper specialized weapon for Kokomi, only helps really with the healing and the damage. And the 4-star weapons, although they are nice, it's still not an incentive to pull on this banner, because if you are going to go for the Amos bow, or you're ever going for the Everlasting Moonglow, you want to make sure you have enough wishes to be able to summon on there until you hit max pity. When I mean max pity, I'm not talking about 90, I'm talking about the full 3 rotations in case you lose your first 2 50-50s. You do not want to summon on the weapon banner without that much, just in case you don't get it and weapon banner pity for guaranteed, like the epitomized path, it is not going to carry over. So please do not spend on this banner if you do not have enough wishes. I still don't recommend you summon on this banner, period. Now, the 4-star weapons, they're pretty nice. It's the Rust, you have the Sacrificial Sword, and I think that's the Dragon's Bane, if I'm not wrong. It is the Dragon's Bane. So 3 really good weapons for free to play and a little bit to low investment accounts. But like I said, probably not the best in terms of, you know, Primo Gems to worth. You might want to wait for another weapon banner in the future, maybe something a lot better, like a Staff of Homa banner or something like that. But we'll see when that comes up. But other than that, the character banners, pretty nice. You probably should summon on these guys if you like Ganyu's playstyle of being a charge shot, or you need any of these 4-stars, especially Dori, which hopefully I'm going to snipe. Or if you need Kokomi, she's only getting better with these versions. The more versions that go, the more team comp she's able to be put in, the more variety of scenarios she can be put in. It keeps expanding. exponentially. So she is getting more and more value as time goes on. So if this is something that interests you, you might as well go summon for Kokomi. But yes, these two banners are really stacked. They're really nice, especially for newer players and returning players. This is something that you should probably look forward to summoning in the upcoming days. I think it's coming up in like 2 days from now. Try to stay away from this weapon banner because sheesh, this does not look good. But other than that, thank you guys so much for listening to this video. I will be having more videos coming up very soon. It's been a lot. It's very hectic trying to get these videos out, but thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end. See you on the next one, and peace.